This video is part of a project undertaken by the Victorian Association for Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. The project centred around the use of the teaching and learning cycle to support learners' English development. In this video, we observe an upper primary class of new arrival students exploring the clause with their teacher, Rebecca Jones. The focus in this segment is on a whole class session rather than group work.
Have a look at the board. We're going to look at the new learning intention. Today's learning intention is we will learn to identify the participants, processes and circumstances.
Rebecca begins by revising how the clause represents various processes. It describes the participants in the process and the circumstances surrounding the process, such as how, where and when it's taking place, as described in the English curriculum.
So we're going to look at the participants. So we're going to highlight what is being described. So we're looking at what. And we're also going to be highlighting the description.
Rebecca points out that in descriptions, the participants are often linked together by relating verbs, such as the verbs is and has, as found in the curriculum.
The next one is processes. Who can tell me what is a process? Thomas.
Verbs.
A process is a
Verbs.
verb. In this case, we have lots of relating verbs. What are relating verbs? Relating verbs. Ready?
Like are, is,
Other words? Thomas?
Have.
Have,
has.
So words that link perhaps our participants. Right. Let's have a look at the first sentence. Can anyone tell me what the process is in that sentence? In the first sentence, what is the process? What is the relating verb in that sentence? Ricky?
Is.
Is. Can everybody highlight is in green? Is. Can you pick up your pink highlighter, which is going to represent our red participants? And we're going to look firstly at what is being described. Who can tell me what is being described in this sentence? What are they talking about in this sentence? What are they describing?
The house.
The house. And whose house is it? Which house? Comment.
My house.
My house. So can you highlight what is being described is my house? Can you highlight that? And we're also going to highlight as the participant the description. What is the house like? What is it like? Selena.
A round of one-story wooden house.
Okay, so you are going to highlight all of the description as the participant. A rather old one-story wooden house. What does rather mean? Rather. A rather old. So is it very old? Is it a little bit old? What do you think? Rather old. Yuan.
It's quite old.
Quite old. And what does quite old mean? Thomas?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. It's not like really, really old. Rather old. Probably more in the middle. Okay. I'm going to write the word house here.
The class now looks in greater detail at how the participants are represented by the noun group, as outlined in the English curriculum.
What is a participant? Gabby, what do you think?
Noun groups.
What type of house is it? Thomas.
One-story wooden.
So wooden
Yes.
is what kind of house it is, and also what kind it is?
One-story.
One story. What other kinds of houses are there? Not wooden, but what other types of houses are there? Ready? Brick houses. What other types of houses are there? Gabby?
Rock houses.
Rock or stone houses? Yuan?
Mud houses.
Mud houses. Excellent.
Ice houses.
Ice houses.
Ah.
Okay, so I'm going to write wooden under what kind it is. And we also had another one which is
One-story.
one story. What other types of houses are there? Not just one story, but Gabby?
2 stories.
2 story,
3 stories.
3 story.
4 stories.
Okay, lots of different types of houses. The next one tells us what is it like. There are some words that tell us what the house is like. Who can tell me? What is the house like? Will.
Rather old.
It is, yeah. And there's one word there that specifically is an adjective or a describer. Which word is the adjective or the describer?
Oh.
Old. And how old is it? Rather. Which house is it? It is a rather old, one-story wooden house.
Noun groups are an important resource in descriptions as they can be expanded to include lots of detail.
Okay, look at sentence number 2. Can I have someone read that sentence for me? Thank you, Cecilia. Big voice.
It has a very bright green front door and it has a big double garage.
We're going to find first the processes. So can you please pick up your green highlighter? And what is the process in that sentence? What is one of the relating verbs? Lucas? Has. Great. Can you highlight has in the first part of that sentence? Is there another process in that sentence? Can you find another process? Ling. It is? Has. Another has. Can you highlight the second has? Okay, so there are 2 things being described in this sentence, and there is a word that joins those 2 things together. The word is, Gavin? And. Can you just circle, if you've got a pencil there, can you circle the word and? Just circle the word and. This is our joining word. Now we're going to look at the first part of that sentence. What is being described? What is the participant at the start of the sentence that tells us? It. And what is it referring to? It says it has, but what is it? What is being described? What is it?
My home.
My home. How do we know that it means my home? So the first sentence says my home. The second sentence says it. So we are talking about my home. So that is what is being described, and what does it have? It says it has. What does it have? That sentence, what kind of door, what type of door is it? Gabby?
Front door.
The front door. Well done. What's it like?
Very bright green.
It is, well, firstly, it's green. It's also very bright. So it's a very bright green front door. What else is being described in that sentence? It. So here we have it. What is it referring to? Ling?
My house.
My house. So instead of saying my home or my house has a, now it has a garage. What type of garage does it have? What type does it have? Yuan, what type is it?
Double.
It's a double garage. And what's it like? What is the garage like? What is it like? Ling?
Big.
It is
Big.
big. So it has a big double garage. Excellent. Jerry, can you read the next sentence for us from your page?
The garage has a door that leads to the backyard.
And what does the garage have? It says it has. The garage has. What does it have? Ling, what does it have?
It has a door.
It has a door. Is there any more information? Can you tell me more about that door? Tell me more. Selena.
That leads to the backyard.
So the door, and that leads to the backyard. So this is also part of our description. Okay, let's go to the last sentence and we'll have Will. Can you please read it for us?
The front garden has lots of native trees where the birds live.
Okay, so what is the process? The process is, we're going to do this one, green, Ray, has. And what is being described? What is being described? The front garden. And what is the description? What does the front garden have? What does the front garden have? Gabby?
Lots of native trees.
Lots of native trees. What does native mean?
It's not like you planted, it's like it grew up on itself.
Oh, good explanation. So a native tree is a tree that belongs to that country. So it grows naturally, like Yuan said. Okay, so the front garden has trees. We know it has trees. What kind of trees are they?
Native.
They are native trees. And how many native trees are there? How many, Ling?
Lots of.
There are lots of native trees. Is there any more information about those trees? Tell me more about those trees. Yuan.
Trees are
Where
where the birds live.
the birds live. So this tells me more information about the trees. Excellent.
Finally, the class identifies the circumstances in the text, particularly circumstances of place, telling where.
I said that we are going to also highlight where things are located. So we're going to do these in blue. So can you have a look at the second paragraph? It says, in the back garden we have 2 swings and a wide green lawn to play soccer. Where are they talking about? Where is the place? Where? Selena?
In the backyard.
In the back garden. Can you highlight in the back garden in your blue highlighter? So this is the circumstance. Where is it? In the back garden. And have a look at the last sentence there. With your partner, can you please talk and find out where they are talking about? The sentence is, in the back corner of the yard, there is a small metal garden shed. What is the circumstance? Who can tell me where are they describing? Yuan?
In the back corner of the yard.
In the back corner of the yard. Excellent. Okay.
In writing up the description of their own house, the students drew on several of these language resources.